Welcome to Shabbat Lounge. I come before you today again with a few more words about Anne and my aunt that passed away, and just words about making your time count. You know, Anne's death, this one kind of snuck by me a little bit, I guess, because I knew she was sick, and I had prepared, you know, emotionally and physically and verbally with my work and people around me. You know, I'd kind of started making those plans, and I knew one day I was going to get this call about this, and I had gone to see her several times, you know, in the last month and a half. And I had been praying for her as well, that she would have conversations and say things that she needed to say, that she would make restitution with anyone she needed to make restitution to, and most importantly, she'd get right with the Father and make sure they were good, and she was in a good place. And I believe that she did that. But I think it's so important to live our life with no regret, because we really never know when our last breath is going to be. And every day that we get up, we should thank our Father for, you know, man, I opened my eyes today. I'm able to take a breath. I'm able to see my loved ones. I'm able to talk to my loved ones. Every day we've got to count that as a blessing. We take it so for granted because it's just a twinkling of an eye. It's just a mist. It's a vapor. And we've got to live our life with no regret. Make the most of every opportunity. And anytime somebody is sick and you know that things aren't good, go see them. Call them. Do something. Visit. Do it often. Be willing to drop your own agenda and your own schedule to go do those things. Because you're never going to regret that. You're never going to regret that you drove 3 hours out of your way to go see somebody and, you know, spend a day with them. Never going to regret it. Never going to regret that conversation. But you will regret if you decide, I'm too busy, I can't do that, this is not a good time, I don't want to do that right now. Those kinds of things can come back and haunt you. I don't know if haunting is, I don't necessarily want to use that word, but, you know, definitely can cause you some regrets about that. And I just challenge you to live every moment as if it was your last. Leave your relationships on good terms. Make peace with those that you need to make peace with. If there are people in your life that have hurt you deeply and have scarred you deeply, scarred you for life, things that you just can't forget. And some of these things make you who you are. Just like what we've been reading about Joseph, and those things made Joseph who he was. He didn't forget them. But I do believe that Joseph forgave his brothers. We've got to forgive. And we've got to tell the people that we've forgiven them. Reach out. Make restitution. Make reconciliation. And move past it. Let it go. Don't burn bridges. Don't let wounds fester for years and years and years and years. Pray for healing. Pray that the Father will give you the right words to people at the right time so that you can make peace and restitution for the things in your life. just because we never know when it's going to be our last day, or even the people in our life, our loved ones, when it's going to be their last day. So make it count. One time, a long time ago, when I was teaching, I went to a teacher workshop, and this guy had written a book. I probably still have it somewhere, and it's called Build the Fort Now. And he told the story about how he is a father, and his boy so wanted him to build a fort, and he never got around to it. He never did it. And it seems like the story, if I remember right, he didn't do it until the son had a boy of his own, and they finally got around and did it together. But his point was, don't put things off. You know, we only have windows with people. And with our children, our windows are so short. But if we do it right, they're always going to be with us. And by doing it right, if we spend the time with our children when they're little, give them the attention, give them the discipline that they need, the love, the support that they need. When they're older, they're not going to leave us. They're not going to run away from us. They're going to be there for us. And it'll just be the beginning of a great relationship. So I encourage you, if there is someone that you have a beef against, go make it right. Have a conversation. Don't continue to sit on this grudge. Ask them for forgiveness. Forgive them. Move past it. Get on with things. Make peace with your brother. Make peace with your sister. If you have a relative that's sick, that's not doing well, go see them. Give them a call. Get in the car and go. Figure out something, because you might not have them. And when they're gone, you can't have a conversation anymore with them. And I also encourage you to preserve memories. Take the pictures. Use your phone to record them. Record their voice. Record them talking. And you can always be able to hear them. You know, what a beautiful thing to have in today's world that we can do that. And also it's a way to preserve stories and record that family history and be able to pass it down to the next generation. So anyway, I just encourage you to make every minute count, make every second count, but most importantly, read your Bible. Thank you for listening to Shabbat Lounge.